Okay, welcome back, everybody, for our next attempt at TSUN versus TCA. TSUN into the north on Polar. Such a small map, we're going to see a lot of action quickly, so we'll try to get through the lineups fast for you. We've got a Napoli, Des Moines, unique upgrade, another Napoli, Annapolis, Stalingrad, Sevastopol, and a Yu Yang now instead of the Haragumo. And for battleships, there's a Vermont and Kremlin. We were talking about this before. Kremlin does not have any concealment, and he's got Furious and unique upgrade. And shot immediately. It's not even 30 seconds in the game, and he's being shot at. What do we have to the south, Bud?
Literally everything's the same. We got a Vampire, a Gering Gdansk, Napoli B, a Napoli, a Moskva, and for battleships, Hanover and Schlieffen.
All right, now this is the third round, and for the third round, the decision was that these maps, the map would be polar, at least the first two. This is a best of three, so if it goes to game three, I believe they have a tiebreaker map set up for it.
Hopefully it's Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shots out on a Sevastopol from the Hanover from long range.
Decent connection there. D Squarius is very aggressively charging forward. Now, Sevastopol has a long duration, slow tick heal, so Disquarius needed, in my opinion, to start that heal earlier. Dutch Elephant took a torp in the Schlieffen.
Importantly, besides starting the heal, he should have decided not to go up against multiple ships.
That's a good point. He's on double fires, too. I would think that he would just DCP, but he's letting it burn for whatever reason.
Well, it's interesting. He's kind of stuck at that rock now. Oh, Vamp Deuce is really low.
Yep, over on the one line. He is detected, but I don't think anybody really has a shot on him, and they're shooting the Hanover instead.
More importantly, anything that misses the Hanover may accidentally hit the Vampire.
I know, right? That's what I've been looking at up close to see, but nope, he'll be all right. And I do like how these two are working together to extract the Hanover. That's kind of fun to watch.
I believe that Gdansk is proxy spotting the Sevastopol.
Yep, and Disquarius has a minute and a half before he can heal again. Big hit there on the Gdansk, though. Oh, all the hits. Aegis with the kill. Huge play by Aegis Wings.
There's the power of the Annapolis.
Indeed. So Disquarius is able to choose to go... Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. I don't think he can choose to go dark necessarily, because the Gering is probably spotting him, too, on the other side. I still don't get why you bring a Sevastopol, though. Like, I never really felt like that was a very good ship.
Maybe he's just very comfortable with that.
That's a possibility.
I would love to see what his potential damage is. Ironically, there have been no caps capped yet.
This map is so small, you ain't capping anything. At least not until enough ships die that allow you to get in. Especially at tier 10 with super ships.
Well, we got about 5 seconds for these Squarius to get a second heal off. That's something we really haven't seen.
Yeah, I thought he was for sure a goner. But that, again, is why I had commented about him starting the heal earlier. Because his next heal would be up earlier as a result. Oh, there goes the Vamp Deuce finally on the other side of the map.
These Aquarius is healing through all these shells.
Well, you know, he backed up a little bit to get Dutch Elephant's attention. Baited out the shot brilliantly, and now just pulls forward again.
Well, I think this is when he goes down here. Like, you got the Moskva, Napoli, if he goes forward. Clearly the Schlieffen, if he reverses. Kremlin's getting on A cap.
I mean, might as well.
Hydro's got the Goering spotted. Pretty sure Praxis spotting was got the Schlieffen spotted.
Right. And so the Stalingrad is going to be able to continue shooting into the Gearing, plus Annapolis, anybody else. There goes the Squares finally. He lived a lot longer than I expected him to.
In 20 seconds, if this Stalingrad lives, he's going to kill the Goering.
Yeah. Yep, I've been waiting for him to get that hydro or that radar up. Ooh, big hit on the Napoli from Rubber Ducks Vermont. Brick smash.
Oh, Jesus. While I was sneezing, it looks like the Goering is burning?
Yeah. Well, now the Gearing is dying. So if I'm the Stalingrad at this point, I might just go ram the Schlieffen.
I would torp the Schlieffen if I was Stalingrad.
That's what I mean. Ram the Schlieffen.
That sounds better if you say torp.
Ah, okay. Or use the final torpedo.
Like, let's be realistic. There's really no way to... I mean, unless the Schlieffen's beached.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you easily could get torpedoed out trying for a ram. Right? You have your capping Kremlin, capping A. It's literally you versus a Schlieffen.
Mm-hmm.
This is an interesting slap fight.
It really is. Oh my goodness. The Chaos Machine is here.
Right? Oh, well, thank God for the automatic shout out. Oh, okay,
Goodness.
so did the Schlieffen lose 2 torp tubes?
Yeah.
Oh no, they were just incapacitated. But one of them's at 124 HP.
And now they're at none. Oh goodness. And there we go. All right, well, let's go get the death pick.
And nobody's surprised Team Alpha wins, because Team Alpha is biased.
Oof.
What do you mean, oof?
Oof. That was a wild game. That was a wild game. TSUN looking really strong there.
I would say interesting.
Interesting. Very
Just because I want to
interesting.
be devil's advocate today. There's no throws, there's questionable decisions, and everything
Yes.
is interesting.
Fair. Good.
And the Star Wars event is such a grind.
Star Wars, it would be, yes. All right.
Wait a minute. Chaos is here, right?
Yeah.
And he has
Yes.
yet to ever send me coffee. Okay, this is starting to become bad. He shows up, he says hello to everybody. He's such a nice, friendly guy, and I'm still stuck with crappy Folgers. I guess the only thing to say to that is thank God for nicotine. And the puppies. We can't forget the puppies, ever. No. If we actually finish up early enough, I might take the dogs for a walk.
There you go. Yeah, yesterday we yesterday well, I was on his hanging out on his channel, and somebody donated a bunch, and so I used my Twitch Prime sub on him. We got a hype train going, and I don't know how far he got. I just know that he kept going. Like I was talking with my wife and trying to do travel stuff, and I kept looking back and like, oh my god, it's still going. Oh my god, it's still going. Like it was awesome. It was really cool to see. So thank you for
I
the
usually,
raid, Chaos.
I usually just lurk for chaos. I don't think I've ever said a word in this stream.
Really, you're missing out. They're the only word that I say on his stream is exclamation point whip. We had such a good time though hanging out in Belgrade. I mean, it was surreal just being able to just somebody that I've gone back and forth with so much, and there he is, and we're eating together, taking selfies. I think I have more selfies with him than anybody else, and I think he said the same for him. So it tells you something.
So, if I get this right, what I'm taking away from the story is you've ditched Amaranth for chaos.
Do I need to put a tag Chaos Machine GR as well?
Why not?
I could do that. Sure. Oh
Just
goodness.
don't use my name, right? Because I'm still a co-op main, and I'm still not safe for work.
There you go. There you go. So chat, welcome on in those who came in with Chaos's raid. I'm Lord Zath, the North American community contributor for World of Warships. As you can tell, I know Chaos quite well, and we've been good friends for a while. I do replay analysis, I do tournament, and I also just do live play and hang out and stuff. So we're doing Enterprise H tournament right now. You can type exclamation point Enterprise into chat to get the link to all that good stuff. 53-foot slalom. I saw that you found the Discord link, so good. I don't have to worry about trying to get that to you. But in addition to King of the Sea, I like to cast other tournaments, lesser known tournaments, and this is one of them. So Enterprise H is all about teams of 3 meeting and fighting it out, and then joining into groups of 6, and then they end up going into groups of 9. So we are right now in the bracket seeding stage. So the top, the scores will impact, of course, where the teams end up in the bracket on Friday, this coming Friday. So it's your standard, winner bracket, plus there's a losers bracket down here at the bottom. But this is a really fun tournament. It was held on Friday and then today, and then we will be doing Friday and Saturday next weekend. Friday and Saturday. We do have a yeet a code challenge, so once we complete that challenge, I will yeet out a code to everybody as a way to have some fun. And after this tournament is over, which should be soon-ish, we'll be transitioning to live play. So we'll have music going, and you guys can hang out and all that good stuff. So Hardcase only has 20k steel left. Congratulations. And Driftin, Corgan, Betaflex, Weatherlight second. Good to see all of you hanging out in chat. Is there anybody else I need to say hi to? Of course, my friend Chaos. WC4J, there you are. Hello. Bonetter to do, Mohicans. Thanks for keeping the party going, you guys. All right, we've got our next game. This is a best of 3, so we might be done after this. We'll see. Let's see. We're going to reverse it. Okay. All right, welcome everybody to game 2 of TSUN TCA. TSUN is up a game. We're on Polar with tier 10 and tier 11 ships. And let's take a look over at the TCA lineup. We've got in this corner a Vamp Deuce, as well as a Napoli, and a secondary Hanover, of course. Stalingrad, Salem, Gearing. That's a full cost build. Gearing. Dutch Elephant and the Schlieffen again. A Napoli, and an Azure Lane Shimakaze. Poi. What do we have to the south, Puddin'?
You have a YY, I don't. Well, YY, Sevastopol, Stalingrad, Annapolis, Napoli, Des Moines, Napoli, and the battleships are Kremlin and Vermont. I don't think they really changed anything.
Interesting. I love the use of reload booster at the very beginning of the game. Try to catch out anything that might be transiting from one side to the next. And D Square is doing the same thing he did last game. He's just going to go up to this island and hug it.
Well, if it worked once, it should work 12 more times.
There you go. And this time, look, he put his heel on early.
More
Very good.
importantly, but like, why is the YY not pushing him up with the smoke?
I am not sure about that either. I thought he would have done that.
I mean, the other
Obviously
thing,
got-
why is YY torping a weeb ship? I understand not everybody's a weeb. I mean, I appreciate the thought, but there's
Well,
nothing there.
No, but I get the idea. You get whatever's in the backfield. Well, actually, no. The Torps didn't have the legs. Never mind.
No. I mean, I understand
It looked
the
cool.
process for it, but I just
All right, well. They try a different tactic this time, taking the gearing and smoking Dutch Elephant Schlieffen up into the B cap early. But you see, there's this thing called radar.
what?
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of it. Is it any good? Like, should I mount it on my ships that I can?
Oof. Unables Napoli is in trouble. He's making that cruiser loser turn in his smoke, but he's detected. And his engines are broken.
What?
Napoli with broken engines, but...
That you should have screenshot, because I never see that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've seen sinking Napolis before.
That's why you take last stand in cruisers, right?
Actually, I don't. I think the only cruisers I did were the French because I had a lot of problems with losing
rudder.
my rudder.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the Henry. And I don't seem to have that problem with the Henry, and I play so far back that I can just hit our state arc.
Mm-hmm.
I use the Henry to practice long-range shooting because I suck at it.
Well, there you go. Nothing wrong with that.
Maybe we'll get Bacon Cap today?
We shall see.
All right, we're going to have a long, very long talk with the YY torping destroyers.
Second time. And he does put off smoke for his Annapolis friend, so there's that.
Well, I mean, that's not what we need to talk about. I mean, I'll give you the first steady throw. Like, that's, that's the roll of the dice, flip of the coin.
Mm-hmm.
But you know
Ooh.
which way to... Oh, poor Schlieffen.
Yeah, he just got smacked.
You kind of knew where Schlieffen was, and you sent questionable torps. Schlieffen needs to,
Nah.
well, needed to not sink, but that
He
wasn't
got
going to
bricked.
happen.
So that's the danger of pushing somebody in early on like that. That was a very risky play.
More importantly, like, there's the issue of getting them out. Like, you got them in,
Right.
but you didn't have any smoke to get them out.
Right, and that's what I mean. That's the problem, right? And on top of that, they didn't even get the cap.
Wait, they were supposed to get the cap?
Why would you put a Schlieffen in a cap otherwise?
Because you're bored?
Oh, okay. That's a possibility,
I mean,
too.
that is a thing. This has been late for some of these guys.
Aegis being smoked away now. Very good teamwork there between the Yu Yang and the Annapolis. Of course, they're on the same clan, so that makes sense.
Well, D Square, yes, has done a better job of keeping his HP up higher.
Well, the last game was, was practice, right? And in this game, it's like, hey, I know what I'm doing. And he got the heal, right? And he used a second heal, looks like. So,
Ooh.
what are we
And
oohing about?
now the shimmy's under radar, but he's gonna get the cap before anybody can do anything about it.
Yep, Rias does get the cap, so there we go. We got one cap ticking now. The
Well,
squares is going
TSUN
to go
seems to
in.
be. I was gonna say he seems to be doing the same thing they did last time, just slow role playing A.
Yeah. Yep, and this time TCA is being a little bit more, like spread out. I mean, they lost 2 ships already, so that's part of the reason. But I do like this idea of just taking the Kremlin and just smashing its way through with cruiser backup.
They got spotted briefly reversing into A. I'm gonna say those torpedoes are out on Wiki 5, Napoli. But they should be spotted.
Okay, Annapolis gets the kill on the Shimakaze.
Well, Napoli died on the border.
Mm-hmm.
Means these Squarias should have a free cap. But he says, no, I'm gonna shoot anyways.
Also dying on the border.
Nobody's
Hanover.
ever won this game by capping. Well, you gotta remember, this is a small map.
Yep. And
Which is even more the reasons why we needed carriers.
look at that. Did you see that hit on from Bowser on the Salem? Wow.
Victory is in sight.
Ouch.
Yeah, I don't know the reason he just pulled out and then stopped like that, but he did. And will this end the Hanover? Yes, it does. Bowser getting 2 good kills here.
Alright, somebody from TSUN needs to die. We cannot afford
The official wargaming.
Mm-hmm. Right? We don't need any more rule sets to make blowouts not a thing. I think the Stalingrad's next victim,
Oh, yeah. And that will do it.
and it is an official wargaming blowout. Brought to you by Sevastopol.
Mm-hmm. All right, Puddin'.
Well played, Didi Squarius.
Absolutely. Puddin', we need to go and see if we can find the other game that's up right now. So can you back out and look for Tash 2 and DSNF?
Sure, just as soon as I get out of the stream.
I know.